became poor. Not because of because of black magic. This is the reality. It's a reality. How many people were saying Barakallahu fikum, and then wal'iyadhu billah become one day ill. Become ill. An illness that no doctor can tell you what is the sabab of this illness. How many people lost their mind? Lost their mind. How many people left their homes and never returned? For 20 years, nobody knew where they were. Nobody knew where they were. Over 20 years, Barakallahu fikum. I mean, this is something that those of us that, alhamdulillah, live in certain area of the world, we can testify to this. Having an uncle that you never knew. All you heard was, oh, so-and-so, he left. He was someone that was very brilliant. One day he just left, was nowhere to be seen or heard. And all of this is what black magic do. And barakallahu fikum, that these are the things that sometimes, when you find, alhamdulillah, those who are, when ruqya is being done, and the jinn, they will talk, they will mention about that this is the person that has done this and the third, and the spell is being placed in this spot. You all remember when the two angels, they came down when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was what? Was possessed by thrown a spell. When he was thrown a spell. Right? And those two, they were talking, those two angels was talking. Until Allah Ta'ala sent Jibreel to what? Recite the two mu'awwidhataini. The two quls. Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq, qul a'udhu bi rabbin nas. Now look at this. The hadd of the sahir is to be killed. Why? Because he is destroying people. But someone is worse than the sahir in destroying. I say somebody else is worse than the sahir in destroying people. Who is this? Sahibun Namima. Yes, someone that is a Keltarian. What? How you say it in your language? Because a Namima can destroy two nations. Can destroy put two families to fight, two nations to fight. Amma the Sahir, he might be doing something between two persons. But the person that is a Keltarian, right, he can make a whole continent fight another continent. A whole country fight another country. Because of one individual that is carrying tales. Right? So therefore, let us not believe that somebody knows what is the unseen. No, not necessarily everything that is said on TV is the truth, though. Right? But alhamdulillah, we believe in what the text says, that nobody knows the unseen. Nobody knows the unseen. The Prophet ﷺ, he talks about mafatihul ghaib al-khams. Mafatihul ghaib al-khams. The 5 keys of unseen. The 5 keys of the unseen. Meaning nobody knows it but Allahu Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. When is Yawm al-Qiyamati? What's going to happen tomorrow? Is it part of it? Nobody knows it. Nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. Huh? Where the rain, where it's going to drop, when it's going to drop, nobody knows it but Allah. Look, we were talking about the kids having a day of, they had a day out of school. Guess what? Actually, that was the most beautiful day in the summer. In the winter. The sun was so shining. There was no signs of no snow, barakallah. Number 4. Yes, nobody knows when is the hour. When and where they're going to die. Ahsan, the last one. Not in the particular hadith. That's part of best part of ماذا تكسب غدا, what's going to happen tomorrow. نعم وما في الأرحام, what is in the womb of the woman. Nobody knows it but Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. Now one might want to say, oh, these doctors, they can tell whether it is a male or female. Okay, fine. But can they say that the baby will be born? Can they say that the baby will have 5 years old or 100 years old? Can they say anything about his lifespan? Yeah, yet they can say he is a male or he's a female. Yes, the heart is beating or is not beating. But amma wa ma fil arham, the ma is lil-umum. Ma lil-umum, to say the generality, meaning every single thing that is pertaining this issue, in this matter. So he mentioned, Hafidhahullah, Shaykh Salih al-Fawzaan, he say, as this verse in Surah An-Nisa, أَلَمْ تَرَ إِلَى الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا نَصِيبًا مِنَ الْكِتَابِ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْجِبْتِ وَالطَّاغُوتِ ويقولون للذين كفروا هؤلاء أهدى من الذين آمنوا سبيلا. And they will say to those who believe that they are closer to the truth than the believers. Those who they go by the jibt wa taghut, they will say that they are closer to the truth than the believers. Also in another verse, Surah An-Nisa, verse number 60. Alam tara ila alladhina yaz'umuna annahum amanu. This is also with the same sabab al-nuzul as we mentioned earlier. Alam tara ila alladhina yaz'umuna annahum amanu bima unzila ilayka وما أنزل من قبلك يريدون أن يتحاكموا إلى الطاغوت وقد أمروا أن يكفروا به. Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala mentioned what can be translated to mean. He say, أَلَمْ تَرَ إِلَى الَّذِينَ يَزْعُمُونَ أَنَّهُمْ آمَنُوا بِمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكَ. He say, will you not consider those who claim that they believe in that which came down to you, and also they believe in that which came down before you. يُرِيدُونَ أَنْ يَتَحَاكَمُوا إِلَى الطَّاغُوتِ, wishing to refer for judgment to at-taghut. Wishing to refer to judgment to at-taghut. وَقَدْ أُمِرُوا, shuf, look what Allah say. وَقَدْ أُمِرُوا أَنْ يَكْفُرُوا بِهِ, and they were commanded to reject it, meaning to reject at-taghut. Surah An-Nisa, verse number 60. وفي Surah An-Nahl. So we have so far 3 surah where the word at-taghut is being used. Number 1 was in Surah Al-Baqarah. We have twice. It's been mentioned twice. And likewise in Surah An-Nisa, it is mentioned in verse number 51. Likewise, barakallahu fikum, in Surah An-Nisa, it is also mentioned in verse number 60. So far we have 4 words of at-taghut that is being used. Likewise in Surah An-Nahl, يقول جل وعلا, in Surah An-Nahl, Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, the Most High, the Mighty and Majestic, He said, the Mighty and the Most High, He said, وَلَقَدْ بَعَثْنَا فِي كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ رَسُولًا أَنِ اعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَاجْتَنِبُوا الطَّاغُوتَ. And this is the verse that barakallahu fikum we will study in the previous class. And when we sent a messenger to every nation, commanding worship Allah alone. Worship Allah alone and keep away from at-taghut. And keep away from at-taghut. Keep away from at-taghut. This is Surah An-Nahl, verse number 36. Shaykh Salih al-Fawzaan, Hafidhahullah, he say, at-taghut ma'khudun min at-tughyani. He say the word taghut is derived from at-tughyan. From at-tughyan. Wa huwa mujawazatul hadd. At-tughyan, it is to exceed the due limits. Mujawazatul al-hadd. To exceed the limits. To go beyond the limits. This is where the word taghut came from. Right? At-tughyan. Mujawazatul al-had. Meaning going beyond the due limits. Going beyond that, barakallahu fikum, is the due limits. To exceed the due limits. He say, it is say, تغى الماء إذا ارتفع منسوبة. He say, it is said that the water, it is said that the water went beyond its limits when it is raised above its level. It is said, تغى الماء. The word تغى الماء meaning the water went beyond its limits. طيب. And we all see this, barakallahu fikum, during the summertime. طيب. I want to say during the summertime, but rather during the winter time, where the water, the limit, طيب, the water will be going very, very low. But the minute that the rain, barakallahu fikum, start, alhamdulillah, pouring down, you see that normally where the river, right, used to be at, it's going to go beyond that limit that it was set. So if you go to Lake Lanier, or the Lake Lanier today, and you go there in about a few months, you will see that the limit is different. So it is said, taghal ma, it will say that the water, barakallahu fikum, and it has tagha, meaning if it is raised or when it is raised beyond its level. طيب. إذا ارتفع, when it is raised from that limit. قال ابن القيم رحمه الله. قال ابن القيم رحمه الله. قال ابن القيم رحمه الله. Who was his main teacher? Ibn Qayyim. Who was Ibn Qayyim main teacher? Who was Ibn Qayyim main teacher? Who was Ibn Qayyim main teacher? From the youth. Ibn Qayyim main teacher. Abu. You know? Abdul Rahman? Abdullah? Fawzi? Abu Abdul Rahman? Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah. Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah was the main teacher of Shaykh al-Islam ibn Qayyim. Right? He was a scholar. Right? He was a Shaykh al-Islam, and his teacher also was Shaykh al-Islam. And he has a great amount of love and consideration for Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah. So Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah, he say, معنى الطاغوت ما تجاوز به الحد. He say that the meaning of a taghut is anyone regarding whom the servant go beyond the due bounds or the due limits. This is what you call a taghut. Whether it is min ma'budin, whether it is someone that is being worshipped, or someone that is matbu'in, someone that is being followed, or someone that is being obeyed. So going to the limits in regard to a servant, whether it is being worshipped, it's like you find the murid, they worship Ahmadu Bamba. Right? The murid, they worship Ahmadu Bamba. Right? They worship him. So he is what? A taghut to them. Because he also, barakallahu fikum, calling to that worship, barakallahu fikum. Right? Or muti' or matbu'in first. Someone that is being followed. How the Sufis, they follow their shuyukh. They follow them beyond his limits. To the point when it is the Ramadan, if the hilal is being sighted, they will not fast up until that the Shaykh give them what? The permission to fast. They won't fast. So they went beyond the limits in following someone. They went beyond the limits in following someone. Or someone, barakallahu fikum, that is obeyed. when they and likewise we give an example in the murids, the Sufis,